bout of the evening. This is a semi-professional B class bout, 4/3 3-minute rounds in the welterweight division. Your first fighter stepping into the cage and fighting out of the blue corner, Joe Greenway! And his opponent, stepping into the cage and fighting out of the red corner, from Chamberlain! Official introduction, 76.1, he's at 21, stands at 5'11". He fights out of Lions Den MMA and hails from Tiverton, Joe Smokey Greenway! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, rising at 76.1, he's 28, stands at 5'10". He fights out of Birmingham UTC and hails from Birmingham, Sam Chamberlain!
Chamberlain, he's got some great support here in Stoke, and he's straight out of the blocks, throwing some heavy hands. Gets the clinch, managed to get to top position. This is the first of the bouts we've got tonight where these guys are allowed to ground and pound, the unified amateur rules. So no elbows, but ground and pound to the head.
Yeah, it makes your game a little bit more interesting, Jay, doesn't it, when you've got to worry and also you can punch whilst on the ground.
Yeah, definitely different tactics are employed when you can get ground and pounded on the bottom.
Yeah, I was speaking to Greenway and he's saying that he's been in MMA for the last 12 months. He's got no other discipline, so it'll be interesting to see what he's picked up.
He's looking for an armbar there. Chamberlain looking to slam his way out of it. He looks like he's got the elbow free. Yep, and he's out of that submission attempt.
And he knows he's trying to pass the legs at the same time, not to just throw him down and move away.
Yep, Chamberlain obviously coming from a very good camp at the UTC. He's got UFC's Vaughan Lee in his corner, so he'll be a well-versed guy. But you know, his opponent so far has shown some good signs of offense.
Yeah, I was speaking to Chamberlain. He said he's come back from holiday. He just wants to get this fight over and done with, and hopefully come away with a win, regardless of how that win comes about.
Yep, the Lions Den team coming quite a long way away from down in the south coast. You know, a 4-hour trip for them, but they've got a few guys representing on the card.
Chamberlain's putting the pressure on the arm now for Greenway.
Yeah, he's got a good crossface there. He's really using his positional dominance well. Just setting up a good position to land some ground and pound, but Chamberlain manages to scramble his way to top position.
Well, he made most of being close to the cage. He was able to use his feet and work his way around.
Yep, and a heavy sprawl there. And they resume the fight standing.
Okay, let's see what it takes us now. They both stood up. Oh, what a beautiful head kick.
And a low kick fails, and Chamberlain manages to find top position. Greenway, sorry. And he's really aggressive with his ground and pound. He's got Chamberlain's back now with both hooks in. This is a great position for Greenway.
And he's nice and tight around him as well, so he's going to have to work hard at Chamberlain to get out of there.
Yep. Chamberlain doing a good job of just trying to defend the choke, tucking his chin, defending 2-on-1 the choking arm, but Greenway's got it under the neck now. This fight could be very close to being over.
And he's stretching him out as well, he's stretching him out.
His corner is shouting squeeze. It looks like it's on quite tight. Chamberlain's defending, but Greenway's definitely got a great position to finish the fight from here.
I think we're coming close to the end of the round. We're only 10 seconds away.
Oh, Chamberlain does a great job of scrambling back to top position.
Obviously, could have left his arm there, but he's clever and he's been able to keep his head through as well, so not just leave his arm exposed.
Very interesting first round there, Saif.
Yeah, I think they both have said that they've got no specific discipline background apart from MMA, so what they bring is what they've picked up from MMA, and so far so good. They've both had the moments.
Yeah, obviously, these guys, you know, they're a different breed, guys that are not coming into mixed martial arts from separate disciplines. You know, they're training MMA from the off, so they're learning the striking, wrestling and groundwork all together.
It's interesting you're saying that, Jay. When I was speaking to the fighters, and the first one that said, because I asked him, what discipline have you come from, what martial arts, and he said, oh, I've come straight into it from MMA. And I thought, oh man, that's a sign of the times.
Yep, definitely. But you know what that means is you know, these guys are coming through and they're well-rounded from the offset. As we've seen from Chamberlain, he's been throwing some good strikes on the feet, and he's had some great positions on the ground as well. Greenway's been more threatening with his submissions. You know, came closer to ending the fight.
Yeah, fatigue don't seem to be an issue so far as well for either fighter.
Yep. Oh, nice body kick lands there for Chamberlain, but Greenway straight away stuffs him up against the fence.
Tries to put his own knee in, but Chamberlain's trying to wrap his leg around his leg and trying to secure a takedown.
Yeah, guys are a lot better at fighting on the fence than they used to be these days. It's something that's drilled into fighters before they come into the cage.
Yeah, before what used to happen, Jay, is you wouldn't have a training cage, or you wouldn't have a cage fence as such as part of your training. Your first experience would be when you get in the cage. Things have changed now.
Yeah, I know you've been around the sport a long time, Saif. I mean, what was it like when you were first starting out, facilities-wise?
Well, we were lucky to have some mats on the floor to deal with the friction burns from the carpet.
Yeah, but these guys now have amazing facilities. You know, the UTC in particular, fantastic facility, as well as coaches covering all the areas. So, you know, it's great just to see how the sport's evolved.
I mean, Sam's been really clever here, and he's trying to get him against the cage, whereas Greenway is just trying to keep away from the cage and work back up.
We've got a mouthpiece out, but, you know, until there's a break in the action, that won't be able to go back in again.
Yeah, I think, is that from Chamberlain, I think?
Yeah, Chamberlain on top. When Greenway's had brief spells at top position, he's been a lot more aggressive with his ground and pound, but Chamberlain's a lot more methodical, waiting just to maintain position, and then when the time's just right, he's throwing his shot. Would you like to see him be a bit more aggressive on top?
Yeah, I would, Jay. I think there's getting that balance right. It's okay being methodical, but if you get the reward that you want at the end of it.
Yep. So far he's maintained this top position, but he's not been able to do too much with it.
Yeah, I mean...
He's looking for a guillotine choke there in that scramble. Greenway's on top, and that choke's not under the chin.
Yeah, I mean...
yeah, he's using that underhook well, though. He needs to follow the underhook, come out to his knees.
I think Chamberlain's trying to escape. But this is the difference that you were saying, Jay. When Greenway's punching, he's punching heavy when he's on the top. Yeah,
definitely. He's the mouthpiece goes back in. Greenway looking to his corner. They're telling him to hammer fist.
Like I said earlier, Jay, these guys have only been training 12 months, but they're so relaxed in the cage and they're able to look at the cornermen and get some advice off them in between the fight.
Yeah, that's a great character trait a fighter can have. You know, that ability to listen to your corner. who get to see things from a different perspective.
I think Chamberlain tried to go for the head and arm there, but Joe was able to sneak his arm back through.
Yep, Greenway's been very savvy from the bottom. He's not taken any damage. He's often threatened with submissions. He's obviously comfortable on his back.
I mean, this is a great fight, and all credit to the matchmaker, because this is swaying from one side to the other, and either person can win this fight.
Yep, it's still all to fight for as we go into round 3. Another tough round there.
Well, Greenway seems really fired up here. He's not tired, he's stood up straight. He's just jumping around, he's ready.
A little bit more tired looking is Chamberlain over in the red corner.
Yeah, it's interesting, he's resting his arms on his cornerman this time, and whereas I think Greenway is ready to come, and he feels like he'll be able to secure it in this third one.
I don't think either of the fighters are gassed out though, Safe. I mean, these guys both seem to be quite well conditioned, so, and the 3-minute rounds as well under this this amateur rule set, the semi-professional B class they're calling it here at Rage in the Cage. 3-minute rounds, you know, it's a good amount of time, so you can really go hell for leather in this last round.
Well, it makes it more of an interesting fight, doesn't it?
Yep, and with everything still to fight for, round 3.
Greenway's chomping at the bit, isn't it? He's chomping at the bit.
Can't wait to get to the centre of that cage and exchange in this final round. Oh, flush head kick there, and Greenway acknowledges it, and a Superman punch lands as well. Chamberlain finding his range, but Greenway closes the distance and tries to suck in the hips and get that takedown.
Oh, brilliant work to get that takedown. Like you said, he got caught with both the kick and the Superman punch.
Yep, and when you get that little grin of acknowledgement, it normally means it hurts.
Yeah. I think whilst he was getting taken down, the other guy were trying to just put pressure on to restrict him from taking down, but they're back on the feet again. It's just interesting, he's taken to stand on the top bit of the cage, but it hasn't really helped him.
Yep, lights going out in the building. We've got Chamberlain on top. You know, we're a minute into this final round, and what we wanted to see, what we alluded to in the first and second rounds, is that we'd like to see Chamberlain be a bit more aggressive on the top when he's got this good position. We'd like to see him throw some more strikes and really make use of it.
Yeah, he's really hesitant when he's throwing strikes. He's careful, he don't want to posture up just in case he gives that position up. Whereas with Greenway, he doesn't mind, he'll posture up and he'll throw those bombs.
Trying to pass through there to half guard, and he gets it. Greenway just tying his man up with that overhook, trying not to give him the distance.
Yeah, I mean, Greenway's still keeping his hips active, he's not being lazy, he's moving his feet at the same time as his arms, so he's trying to work for stuff and at the same time defending as well.
Yeah, but Chamberlain's he's very solid on top, looks to take the mount there.
Oh,
nice scrambling though, he looks good on top, very fluid movement there.
Yeah, good transition there. Greenway was able to try to escape, but Chamberlain just transitioned all the way around and ended up back on top again.
Yeah, he hasn't looked, you know, when he was on the feet throwing the strikes, he never looked hesitant, but on the ground throwing the strikes, maybe it's because it's his first fight under this rule set. Maybe, you know, he's just getting used to being able to actually, you know, throw full lever strikes when he's on the ground.
Yeah, I think also he's trying to keep his body heavy on his opponent and trying to secure the arm so that opens up the face so Greenway can't protect himself as much while Chamberlain's pounding him.
Yep, really heavy with that Keizakatami scaffold. He's not giving Greenway any room for movement to escape.
I mean, Greenway's trying, he's moving the right way, he's trying to bring the hooks through. Great transition there, Jay.
Yeah, Greenway manages to get back to full guard. He needs to be really active though, because there's only 10 seconds left. I don't think he's going to have enough time to win this fight now.
Yeah, I think time's eluded both of them, so it may go to the judge's decision.
And there we go, that's 3 rounds in the bag. What are you calling, Saif?
It's really difficult. I think it's one of those where it's the judge's perspective. If they see that the striking with the head kick that was done later on in the round and then followed with the sucker punch, that may work against
Ladies and gentlemen, before we announce the winner, can we show appreciation to these two fighters who put in a great performance for us tonight. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 hard-fought rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have scored this unanimous for the winner. In the red corner, Chamberlain! Please show your appreciation for Greenway. Ladies and gentlemen, just to confirm, your winner in the red corner, Chamberlain.